Ah yes, the beautiful landscapes of City Skylines do. Hello and welcome. I'm CS20 of course, and this is City Skylines. Yes, the crazy game where you can build an absolute builth of a city or a teeny tiny village. Speaking of villages, we are gonna try to attempt to get our small village of 0 people up to 100 in today's video, or 1000. I don't know. But as always, I start my videos off by building a beautiful road along the shoreline, not only to place pumps and things like that, but to make a beautiful scenic route for people to drive on. So I'm not going to spend too much money building this road, I'm just going to create a simple square like this. Yes, it has 2 different entry points, I know, but that's the way I build things. So, the first thing I want to be doing is I'm gonna be placing power lines and stuff like that from the grid to the absolute awesome thing we call the road. Yes, I use awesome a lot. Let's see. So we have a sewage outlet and the water flows downstream. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be placing them along the shoreline. I'm going to be placing 2 here, like that. Of course they need power and all of that. We will get to it shortly. I'm going to do something like that. To both pumps, hopefully. Now, why is this not cooperating? Okay, no problem. We just do that. Okay, can I zoom in? Why is it not playing nicely? It's because it requires the power. Yes, it does. So, if you've never seen this game before, here is where you go into to see all your menus for your power cables, wind turbine, stuff like that. And also your water, you need an inlet and outlet. So, the reason why I looked at why the river flows downwards, or the direction of the river rather, is because we don't want that bad water coming in to our pump here, as that would wreck our pump. And not a little bit, a lot of it. So I'm just gonna run a simple pipe from there to here. It's actually the right way of doing it, but it is what it is. So I'll place the pump right about there. Let's just hope we can run a water pipe from there to here. Okay, interesting. Okay. So we need to remove that water pipe by going here and demoing it like that. It's usually how it's done, but I'm dumb and I sometimes don't remember how this works. So it tells me it needs a small road, so I'll just do a simple 2-lane blacktop from there to right about there. This has a maintenance road all the way up to there and back out. Simple and yet very effective. It's telling me it needs more pipe work, which I don't understand why, but stuff like this sometimes is a pain to figure out, but I think we can figure it out. Let's just do something along the lines of that. Okay. I can't remember how to delete things, so I'm just gonna simply rock with that way. So it's telling me it needs brown water pipes. So these are sewage pipes. These are the most important types of pipes for the sewage outlets, because those are the pipes that keeps the sewage outlets happy and also keeps the city happy. Because if you didn't know, cities require a lot of water. And a metric butt ton of it is important. So that should work. I'm just gonna add another outlet, just in case this does not work nicely. Let's just hope it does. I'm gonna take it over here and then take it over here. Something like that. Next we're gonna run some power into our city here. We're gonna do a simple power line all the way up to here, where I'm gonna start my businesses and stuff of that nature. So let's do it right about there. Let's leave it there. So I'm gonna do my first residence here, And this is where you go to go into commercial, industrial and office zones, stuff like that. So it's essentially all the way you build things and all that. So what do I want to do? Oh yeah. So I'm gonna mark this area down here as my industrial zone, where all your hard industry, or your heavy industries and stuff of that nature goes. It's typically down there. Just so that it is important for those people to be able to work in an environment where their needs are met with industries. So, next we're going to do residential, and with low density, and low density with waterfront housing. I don't really like the waterfront housing because that's a pain in the butt to do. So the first one I'm going to be messing with is regular housing down these two areas right here. Of course we can add subdivisions and all that. I'll get to it in a little bit. And the main difference what this game and its predecessor sets apart is the way you go about building roadways. You can do a grid pattern. So we go here, we select a point where we just want to start our grid. So I'm going to start the grid way down here. Right about there, right before that big old road there. I'm gonna run it right along there, and here is where the grid pattern comes in. So you can do a massive grid if my PC does not die. Do a giant old grid pattern that way. But I'm not doing grid pattern that way, I'm just gonna do a small grid pattern here. Just something simple. It gets right along to about there, and then we can have our grid. So you're gonna make it one whole step smaller, something like that. What these allow you to do is they allow you to make big grid patterns that would otherwise not really work. And it helps big time whenever you're building a big ass city. In a sense, if you understand what I mean. If I can just get it to cooperate, that would be nice. But no. Oh, we might have something to work here. Haha! Beautiful, so now we're a tiny village. We're unlocked the first way forward. So I'm gonna do service advanced road services. It's probably a good idea to start with. And also there's medical and all that. And the reason why I did that before anything else is because I want to get to giant village or big town. Let's see if we can get there. I don't know. We'll have to see. We're up to 900,000 now. So now I'm gonna get cracking on turning these into big old subdivisions. And I'm gonna be leaving space for hospitals, police stations and schools. And also rubble removal. I'll also do that where our industrial zone is. That's probably the best place to do all that very, very, very polluted work, so to speak. Speaking of which, so let's go there. So we're gonna select a landfill. Yes, it's quite big, I know. Let's place it... I want it near power, that is pretty easy to get. So let's do it about there. Probably the best way of doing this. Let's place it right about there. Awesome. Okay. So here is our recycling plant. That's awesome. We should probably add some power. Probably be a good idea. And whilst we're at it, we should probably start placing hospitals and medical stations, something like that. Because this is a small town, we don't really need it. We don't need more than one. So a cemetery is probably a good idea. I'm going to be placing it way on the outskirts here. And let's see our village being built. Hopefully this issue will resolve itself. I'm hoping. We're going to probably run into some power issues right about now. This place does not have power. Let's get it some power. Okay, let's see. We should probably place a transformer, it would probably be smart. I don't know. Let's just do that. Beautiful. And that as well. So I'm going to be placing a transformer right about here. That'd probably be a smart idea. So you can see there's lines going in, lines going out. And the reason for this being as it is, we can use this for all our power distribution from this point on forward. We also can do a small road from here out. Let's just see if I can place the road. It'll probably be smart doing it that way. There we go. So now the power has its own way of going. Now water is still being a problem. So I'm going to be running power cables. I'm firstly going to focus on power before I go over to water. I just have to see on what side our outlets are. It looks like the road actually has outlets, so maybe we can just utilize the road. I don't know. Let's see. Does it require? Yeah, okay. This one requires its own power inlet. One of these ones, I think. Let's just see what happens if I leave this to go do its own thing. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. So we have garden fuse. We have everything else that is necessary to build the city. We don't have police yet. We don't have fire stations yet. So let's hope our building does not catch fire. Hopefully. Hopefully that will not be a problem. Let's see, water pipe's not connected. Okay. So we're still having some water issues. Don't know why. So let's run the clock a little more. Okay, so it's looking like our power is not sustainable for our village. Bit of an issue. But let's see. Let's see how long this lasts before it decides to become a problem. I'm also just gonna see why our water and sewage is being an issue. Still don't get this. So I'm quickly just gonna delete both of these. Something like that. Just to rectify that it is a problem from there on forward. I'm also thinking of just using a small one-lane road as our main source of pool water, so to speak. Do something like that. This road isn't always in hazard now. Dead end road? Yeah, no. They're just going to be used as an outlet for sewage water. Something like that. Okay. There we go. Fantastic. Let's see if that roadway wants to play nicely. Okay. Let's see. So it's starting to produce pool water, so that's at least good. Let's see what else can we add and rectify. Let's see how our village is getting on. There's quite a lot of people moving in, it looks like. But let's just wait and see. So we're 600 grand starting to go down. We are 3,000 bucks down. So we can just pretty much wait until we have people that moved in. That might take a little bit of time. Let's see. Okay, so we have... Okay. North American style warehousing. I think that would be a good idea here on this side of the river. I think that would be probably a smart idea. I'm probably just needing to add small little roads that go into our big areas like that, I think it would be a smart idea just to run a small road like that. Something like that. I think that would be smart. Let's just place it that way. So I'm not going to do a good bit anymore, just normal straight roads. Hopefully the game sees that I'm just doing normal straight roads and seeming to start to work. Awesome. Okay, road built. Awesome. Okay, is there any issues? We've got 4 people that moved in. Fantastic. We should probably start unlocking more of the other points of developments, we'll say. So we should probably be going to do that. Will be smart. But no, I chose to do the larger and smaller roads. And we have more water tiles to get. So let's purchase that tile there. Let's just do those 2. There we go. Fantastic. As long as our sewage water is running and we don't have any more issues, that's fine. Okay. So what I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to be doing more grid pattern work this side, just so that we have a proper amount of housing and proper amount of businesses and all that moving in here. So I'm going to be doing industrial, but in the grid pattern right about this side. Okay. New signature building, okay, interesting. Oh yeah, I'll probably need to do a town center. I'll probably be smart. So let's do that. Where our capital building and all that go. So I'm just simply gonna do a big round circle thingy. I think that would be smart. Simple curve. We're gonna go straight out from here to about there. I'm gonna bank it over there and curve. I'm gonna do it over to that road. Okay, the curve needs to go more this way. There we go. Beautiful. So there's where I'm gonna do all my big capital buildings, all the more signature type buildings. So this is where I'm going to be placing this guy. That's probably an important building to have. And oh yeah, what I want to do, red grid pattern work. So let's do the big boy grid pattern. Okay, to over there. Give or take there. Yeah, that'd be smart. Okay. Did not really want to work, but okay. Goodbye, we don't need that. We're probably gonna level up in the next couple of seconds. Probably a smart idea to do more school type stuff. I think that would be smart. At least I believe so, I don't know. So let's do line work all the way up to here. Why oh why is that being a problem? That makes me a little angry. Let's just do this. That is being a problem. Okay. Fantastic. Got more money and more stuff to unlock. Cool. So we're gonna do a college now. I'll lock that. We're almost... well, okay. I didn't really look at the numbers that we're at currently. Damn! 200 people so far. 250 people. Okay. We're gonna do 2 roads in, 2 roads out. I think that'd be a smart idea. Something like that. And yeah, we'll do 2 roads like that. Because I see we have basic necessities now. So let's get our people educated. That'd probably be a smart idea. So I'm gonna do a simple school there. Let's do a high school next to it. Or actually no. Keep things safe and simple. I'm gonna do another one over there. And then a college level joint we're gonna do here. That is all the money we have for now. Let's get more residents. Also have more industrial jobs. Let's do more industrial jobs this way. Something like that. Okay. That is good. So I can't really go too close to residential areas, so I'm going to be doing it this way. That is fine. Okay. So we're leveling up pretty quickly. I'm loving what I'm seeing. So let's do a welfare officer. Maybe we do that. Maybe it could be a good idea. Let's do that. So unlock a welfare officer and a city hall. What do I do? Okay, so I can do both. That's 4 points, damn. Okay, didn't see that. So I'll unlock my police headquarters as well. Fire department, we already have the basic fire needs, so that's awesome. Let's go and place this where it's gonna matter big time, so it's around houses. So around there. And also let's place one, so it looks like the one station can handle everybody. Pretty interesting. So let's do a police station there. Okay, so how far does that stretch? That gives us the whole city. Cool. What else do I have here? So I've got special industry, farming and... okay, no, so just livestock. Okay, cool. So we have commercial zones as well. So we're gonna do some of those way back here. I think that's a smart idea. Do 2 rows of that. Probably be the best idea. And the rest I'm pretty much just gonna try and fill in with housing if it's necessary. We'll do a medium, so let's do medium housing, 1 step of that. I know it's too close to industrial zones, I understand. I think that is fine. We'll do something like that. So it's still declining and that's being a problem. How much money are we losing? We're losing 7,000 bucks. Damn. Okay. So probably need to up the taxes and stuff of that nature. Okay. So we're at 10% it looks like. So we're just gonna push that up to 12% and also to 11% for the others. I think that's a smart idea. Services, okay, we really need to start generating our own power because that's being a sore thumb in our side now. Now I've got more blocks I can buy, cool. So I'm gonna expand more towards land areas, so something like that. That's gonna cost me a bit of money, but we have 3 more tiles to go, but I'll wait for those 3 tiles until they're really necessary. I'm gonna do a big road across from here roughly over to there. And then we're just gonna do another grid pattern. I think that's a smart idea. Let's just go up to there roughly. A big old grid pattern up there. It's gonna cost me a bit of money to build. Yeah, beautiful. There I think I'm gonna do more industrial zones right at the very tippy top. place that really needs it is way up here, and we need to do our power that side, our personal power station. That is $100,000 to do our own power. Interesting. So I think I'm gonna do that. Where else do I have a deposit? Okay, way up here is a deposit. Perfect. I'll add a road in just a second. We'll just do a simple 2-lane road right about here. Just run it along here. Because it's in the industrial area, it's not really an issue. Okay, perfect. It probably needs to be tied into that grid. Okay, so cool. So I think we can technically remove ourselves from the other grid and be sustainable. Okay, so we need to branch out. Okay, let me just rotate that way. Big lines in, small lines out. Again, small lane road. So, awesome. Okay, now we should be able to run our big power lines from here over to there. Okay, so that's been a problem. Fine. Goodbye. Just gonna do that. Where we can place our power lines right about there. Let's do... okay. Can I just run my power lines out from there, please? You do not mind. You gotta be kidding me. I broke that whole entire road just to do this. Hey. Okay, well. That is interesting. Okay, so let's do a road there. Beautiful. So I don't really need this. Fantastic. Okay, what does this need? This still requires power lines out the back. Okay. Fine. No problem. We'll just do that. Out to... let's say we're gonna do a smaller substation up here. I'm just gonna do a simple power station, simple substation here. Transformer station more than anything else. But that's fine. Let's do that. And also run our lines from here to here to there. Okay, hopefully everything is now happy. And hopefully we can break ties with the grid here. I'm just gonna remove its power. Let's just see what our power consumption is at the moment. So I've got a feeling that it's gonna be a bit of a pain. Okay. Large village, achievements. Okay. I'm being very dumb at the moment. Let's just see. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. There we go. Fantastic. That's the help menu, don't need that. Interesting. Let's just see. Okay, so we've got more tiles to do. But I think that is awesome. This is awesome so far. We're looking to have a fantastically large and in charge city with our own power station now. So I'm happy with that. I seemingly can't find the one thing I'm looking for. But until next time, I think this is where we're gonna stop for today. So, thank you so much for watching, and as always, have yourself a fantastic day. And if you made it to this part of the video, do consider to subscribe. You'll like it around here. I might play this game again. I don't know. we'll see. Anyways guys, have yourself a fantastic day and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.